Hello and welcome to Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. Each week we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are taking a look at the 2006 drama Annapolis, starring James Franco. And for our bonus story, we will stay on the water as we look at Kali River Rapids in Walt Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. And if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you will never miss any one of our case files. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, we are covering the movie Annapolis, which was released on January 27, 2006. And it is directed by Justin Lin, and it was written by David Collard. The production company for this one is Touchstone Pictures, which is a Disney company. The budget for this movie was $26 million. Unfortunately, it did only $17.6 million in the box office, so it was a loss. But let's take a look at the cast. So we have James Franco, who plays Jake Huard, Tyrese Gibson, who plays Matthew Cole, Jordana Brewster, who plays Allison Holloway, and Brian Goodman, who plays Bill Huard. So in terms of the plot, Jake Huard is from a shipbuilder's family and promised his dying mother that he would make it to the Annapolis Naval Academy. Thanks to his tenacity, bugging a congressman, he is selected despite dubious grades. Once inside, Jake soon proves substandard academically, constantly challenged to his limits, repeatedly making the overcocky reason for the entire class to suffer. Jake nearly quits, but after facing an utterly unsupportive father, gloating returns just in time. Stubborn, Jake finds support with mates as well as Ali, his would-be girlfriend, and discipline. He may excel in brigade boxing tournament open to all ranks. So in terms of just some interesting trivia about this movie, James Franco and Tyrese Gibson did not get along during filming. According to media reports, there were numerous disagreements, and Gibson actually said in an interview with Playboy magazine that he never wanted to work with James Franco ever again. The picture as well was made without the support of the U.S. Navy, and they were so offended by the movie that they went so far to put out a statement that because the script did not depict the training program of the Navy accurately, that they withdrew their support and didn't allow the producers any access to naval grounds. The Navy also went so far as to encourage officers of the Navy not to see the film, and if they did, they were forbidden to appear in uniform. James Franco as well has gone on to state that he did not have a great time with this movie. He said on Late Night with David Letterman, calling the movie horrible. So unfortunately, with a box office disaster like this, there's not a lot to talk about. My take on the movie is it's not that good. Not the greatest. It seems like the movie has two different stories, and none of them come together to make a concrete one. The first half of the movie is very much like Top Gun, where you're trying to root for the underdog in the Naval Academy, and he has all the odds against him. And then the second half, it almost becomes Rocky, with Jake trying to beat his commanding officer in this boxing tournament. So you see a lot of training montages and a lot of him fighting against the odds and trying to make the weight class and stuff like that. And this would normally be fine, but neither of the stories actually come together to conclude toward the end, and leaving the audience very disappointed, and it just doesn't have a strong ending at all. The positive sequences is the scenes with Jake and Allison are quite pleasant in terms of character acting. But overall, I would just say this movie, just skip it. It's not that good. So let's move on to our bonus story, something a little bit more positive, which is Kali River Rapids. Kali River Rapids is located in Disney's Animal Kingdom in Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. The ride is located in the Asia section of the park, next to the Maharaja Jungle Track. And the ride actually opened nearly a year after Animal Kingdom opened. The official opening date of the ride was March 18th, 1999. The ride was originally going to be called Tiger River Rapids, but it was changed to Kali River Rapids. I couldn't find a reason why that is. In terms of the ride experience, so guests line up in an outdoor queue winding through the jungle before entering the fictional offices of the Kali Rapids exhibitions. Guests then exit the office into a moving platform where they will enter the ride vehicles, which seat up to 12 guests. The ride starts with the ride vehicle going up a slow-moving hill and given the illusion that a huge drop is coming. It is actually a small drop with a geyser and a waterfall there to give the guests a small splash. Guests continue their journey down the river where they enter a logging site. Guests are shown how destroying the land with over-excessive logging leads to devastation and danger. The boat now comes to a climax where the vehicle drops down a 20-foot slope that produces a massive splash. The journey then continues down the river through a small cave and under a bridge before returning to the station. So this is one of the most popular rides, especially in the summer for Animal Kingdom, and it's a great way to cool off in the heat, and it's not too thrill ridey either. So even small guests can enjoy this ride. For those guests that are wanting to certain items not to get wet, Disney actually provides lockers for up to 2 hours to store the item. My personal take is I like the ride. I wish it was a bit longer. The ride only lasts 10 minutes, which may seem long, but you only have really one big splash moment. I wish they would almost expand on that. But definitely recommend this ride for those hot summer months because it's a great way to cool off. So that'll do it on this episode of Disney Movie Investigations. Please leave a comment below what you guys think of the movie Annapolis, and if you've ever ridden Cali River Rapids, what is your favorite moment? So please, it'd be an interesting discussion. For our next episode, we will continue on the look for our Disney Star movies as we look at the romantic comedy, A Simple Twist of Fate, starring Russell Crowe. Not starring Russell Crowe, starring Steve Martin. But until next time, we will see you on the next video, and I hope you have a magical day.